Hey, what's up and hello. This is the Chris Nicole bringing you my views on life, love, and the world of entertainment through my eyes. Good afternoon, good evening, good morning, depending on what time you are watching this live. Hello, crew. Hope all is well. I know it's been a minute. I know you guys are used to me having a couple of videos throughout the week. But baby, this week was rough. Let's just say that. So I'm here though for our Saturday live. So hope all is well, you guys. And I'm gonna give my review on the Never Ever Mets season 1, episode 8. Tables be turning. Can you all hear me well? Hello, Vanna. Hello, Ms. Hey, Nene. Hello for those who are just listening in and not saying hello. Hello to you as well. So, yes, and yes, Ms. I hope you are feeling well also. I know out here right now, I don't know where you guys are in the world, but in California, we have definitely been having weather up and down. 1 minute is hot, the next minute is cold, it's drizzling sometimes in the morning, and that doesn't work well with my sinuses. So, that's another thing too. When my sinuses are acting up, I'm drained as well, amongst other things. Hey, Lansky. Hey, Shayla. Hey, Southern Belle. Yes, please hit the like button on the way in. Please hit the like button on the way in. So we're going to get started now. If I had to rate this episode, I would give it a C plus. I would give it a C plus. Wasn't bad, but it wasn't like really, really good. And the reason why I say a C plus is because one couple finally got the cuss out that they possibly deserved, but we'll talk about that. So yeah, okay, you can hear me loud and clear. Okay, great. Yes. So yes. So we're going to get started. So we start off where we pretty much left off with Diamond starting drama between Shay and Josh. And so Josh claims it's not true. Now, I don't know if y'all believe him, but he's saying it's not true. And he said he's been very upfront and honest with her about everything for the past 12 years. Why would he lie about that? Y'all let me know if y'all believe him or not. Some people say they believe him. Some people don't. Okay. So Shay is like, look, I don't know Alexis. I don't know Diamond, but I do know Josh. You know him via internet. Okay. And you can know people for years and not really know them either. However, I do feel like she has a point. If you're going to be in a relationship, don't allow females you don't know to try to come in and F up your stuff. You speak to your man one-on-one, and it's up to you on if you believe him or not. So at that point, she believes him. And with all of the funks and silvers in his mouth, he's like kissing on her, saying, you know what I'm saying, don't allow this to mess up what we have and blah, 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 blah. So at that point, Nene feels Josh was lying. She feels Josh was lying, okay? I'm going to just give it an A on the strength of Diamond and Aaron got put in their place. Honestly, it probably would have been a D for me if they didn't, but I don't know. I guess, but then again, it's been a long week. Maybe I was just kind of like underwhelmed in general, but I was chuckling, chugga, when they was finally getting their own heat. Trust and believe I was. I need a production to provide us with receipts, proof. Exactly. Especially if we're not going to have a reunion. I need proof because all I see is word of mouth from Diamond. We haven't heard from Alexis. We haven't seen any video. We haven't seen any of that stuff. So yeah, hey, May. Josh looked like he lied when he breathed. Damn. I can't believe anybody with teeth like that. Okay. That's a down south thing. But look, I personally don't do guys with funks in their mouth because from my understanding, and I've never gotten that close, from my understanding, they have to really do something special to take care of those teeth because they mouth do get funky with them funks in their mouth. That's why I call them funks. Hey, Shamika. Diamond is the liar. Episode was a D for me. No Diddy. Are Josh T black? Is it? No, I think not a firecracker. I think people were thinking his teeth are rotten, but I think those are like silver plate teeth. Like I think he has, you know how when the people get gold teeth and platinum teeth, I think he actually got those in his mouth. I think. Hi, Katie. Alexis knows he was lying. She's projecting her anger on Messy. Oh, you talking about Shay. You mean Shay, Katie. Shay knows he was lying. She projected her anger on Messy Diamond because she got publicly embarrassed, but Shay knows her man. Well, look, you could be bringing up a valid point, and here's why. He did have a baby on her. And, he told her, but at the same time, if they was in this 12-year committed online relationship, I guess that's still technically cheating. So you may have a point. Smelling like garbage truck juice. Yeah, that's why I call them funks. Are you sure? Because they look I should have put that damn picture I took of his teeth up there, but I was like, I'm being too damn petty. But I think he does. It's silver. And I think he may have, I don't know if they're necessarily black because they're rotten or but I think he has like plates on his teeth. That's what it looks like. Yes. Okay. So, well, Josh and Shay both have interesting teeth. So that, you know what, damn it. Y'all better stop. Shay do look like she got teeth like she used to suck her thumb when she was a baby. You know when people suck their thumb and they kept sucking it, and then all of a sudden they kind of get that kind of roundabout like teeth or whatever, because my cousin had that. She still got it because she wasn't disciplined when it came to the braces, but she used to suck her thumb and I think suck the two front fingers or whatever, and she got them buck teeth like that. So they're rotten and forgotten. Y'all been ready for this, huh? Y'all been ready for this. Shay, I look like stop it. Okay, let's move on. So with that being said, she's like, look, I know my man. I don't know these heifers. So next thing you know, Shay Honey putting on her makeup and she's like, yeah, Diamond, so how did this conversation come about between you and Alexis? And Diamond says, look, she was asking about how everybody was doing, and I told her about y'all, and she mentioned that or whatever. And Shay said, well, she had my information. She had my number. Why didn't she call me? Okay. And so at that point, Diamond was like, look, I don't know, but as ladies, we need to stick together because you know how men can be or whatever the case may be. And I find that interesting that she keeps using that because I'm kind of curious to see if somebody came to her about her man, how she will respond to it. Not the over under bite like my girl Mariah said. She got an over under bite. No. Shay looked like she got the pacifier. I cannot wait for 90 say the 9. I'm not doing 90-day review. I don't do 90 day. I always found 90 day to be boring. So unless y'all telling me this season it is absolutely freaking amazing, I'm not doing it. Are we not going to talk about Shay always being wrapped up her security funky blanket? You stop. I feel there was a little truth to it, but also that Diamond is messy. She is. I guess at the end of the day, it's at a point where it's like, why are you always in everybody else's business? Like you have your relationship so tight and so together. I think that's the big issue in the situation. So at that point, Shay kind of looking like, okay, yeah, whatever. I don't know what's going on here, but I just feel like Diamond is being messy. And I think we all have agreed that Diamond and her freaking nail mood polished man are always interfering in other people's business. Hey, Alicia, what's up? So, moving on. They end up playing a game outside as usual with the host, and I think her name is Tashonda, and it's called the hot seat game. And the hot seat game is pretty much the one couple coming into the center, sitting down, and the other couples ask questions. Okay, that's the hot seat game. So first is Jody and door knocker Aaron. Okay. And I don't even know why we even need to talk about this BS, but one thing that Millie did ask them is, do you guys want to get married? Okay. And Jody says, we have similarities. We have, the same ideals when it comes to marriage, and marriage is a business decision. So if we get married, it wouldn't be based on love. And of course, Mood Polish Aaron disagrees. And here's my thing. I kind of somewhat agree with Jody. And here's why. Marriage can't just be about love, in my opinion. It is also a business commitment, point blank, period. Because at the end of the day, you are marrying someone that you trust with your finances, you trust with your health, you trust with your life. If something happens, your spouse is going to be the one who has to take the responsibility. They're the ones who have to possibly pull the plug on you if something happens. It is more than just love at the end of the day. And I don't believe in marrying someone just solely on love, because I can love a man all day. One of my exes loved him all day, but financially, he didn't know how to handle finances. He was horrible at it. I'm not about to make you my husband, because at the end of the day, when you F up, I have to take the blame also, because we're married. So to a certain extent, I agree. It's not just based on love. That is truly a business commitment as well. So, but the problem is coming from Jody. She looked like she ain't got no emotions at all. But at the same time, I do agree with that. It's just not based on love. You know how many people got effed over just based on love, getting married just based on love? Okay, let's be very clear on that. Let me see. Hey, KP, what's up, girl? Jody ain't have her hair done at all. And you know it's bad when a man can call this out. When a man can call this out, you know the hair is looking rough. Okay, it's looking rough. I know it's to piss off sack chasing earrings, door knocking earrings. They jiggling, baby. Go ahead, baby. Okay, so Jody and Aaron got to go after next episode. This season is almost over. I don't even know why. In my opinion, when they did the hot seat game, they weren't in the hot seat enough. I don't know why the host hasn't gone off yet, but I feel like they need to really do more with them, because it's so obvious. I think all of us are frustrated at this point. I agree. It should be love and also a business relationship. Right. Now, it strictly can't be business. But look, y'all know a lot of people go into marriage strictly just on business. Hey, Shawnee. Yeah. So some people do go just strictly on business, but I feel like, yes, I have to love you and be attracted to you. But at the same time, if I can't trust you with finances and things like that, no, we don't need to get married. Diamond needs to give up the girls with the baby hairs. Ladies, why do we want baby hairs in our 40s? You know what's interesting? I still notice people do that with the frontals. They like to do the baby hairs with the frontals, and I think maybe because it helps with the line not being seen. But people still do them baby hairs, honey. Shayla, they are blended in with her eyebrows. Ooh, and y'all be saying, I'm shady. Nah, baby. Y'all take the cake when it comes to the shade. So, of course, at that point, they removed Jody and Aaron. And even Tashonda, the host, is like, that was very lukewarm. You know damn well they on this freaking show for other reasons. Kick their asses off. So, moving on. So, then we get to Shay and Josh. And Shay and Josh, we find out the most interesting thing is that Shay has not introduced Josh to her own mother. You know, the mother she called on last episode talking about she ready to go home to her mama. Well, that mama don't know Josh. I don't even know if that mama know Josh exists, which is quite interesting. 12 years? That's interesting. Makes me wonder, is it like, does her mother not believe in online dating? Like, because some people, especially who are really old school, they don't believe in that. Like, they feel like that's weird. I don't know, but I find that interesting. After 12 years, yo mama don't even know who Josh is. Kind of interesting. Now, I'm kind of wondering if Josh people know who Shay is. It makes you wonder, right? Shay act like she used to lick the windows on the bus. Oh, Jesus. What the hell? Miz is on it today. What the hell? No. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Okay. So yes. So I can't believe you said that. And then Shayla go into it the back of the bus. I can't with y'all. Then, so of course, most of the trolls don't come until after I'm done with the live. And hit the like button on the way in. But who wants to sit up here and still tell me that Chris is a man? Who? Who wants to tell me that Chris is still a man? I have said time and time again, there's a difference between a man and a male. So who wants to fight and tell me that Chris is still a man? And y'all still feel bad that he got called a bitch? I'm waiting. Anybody got something to say about that? Because if this episode did not put the nail in the coffin on who Chris is, you just don't want to see it. You just don't want to see it. So now we get to Chris and Sandia. Okay. And apparently, of course, you know, Sandia, she just gonna try to make sure she stay on his P's and Q's so she can get her man, I guess. Because let KP, I think KP, you told me last week that that's typically the way to go, I guess, in the Haitian community. We got Lansky, who's Haitian in here. We have Nene, who's half Haitian, and we have KP, who's half Haitian. So yeah, so she's pretty much kind of going along with the flow and how he needs to work on his communication more. And he says he needs to work on his communication. And so the host said, well, how are you going to do that? And he was like, I guess spend more time with her. And so, you know, he's like, because he's always busy. And the host says, well, what the hell do? You always acting like you Superman or whatever the case may be. What do you do? He says, I'm an entrepreneur. Now, mind you, we don't know what he actually does. He just says he's an entrepreneur. Okay. And so Millie, of course, you know, she don't like Chris. I told y'all Chris triggered her and reminds her of some of the F-boys she had back in the day. And so Millie is like, a man will make time for you if he wants to. Very true. We all know that. And so Chris, while Millie is talking, interesting enough, he always likes to use that word emotional. He loves to use that word emotional. But guess who gets emotional at this moment? Chris does. Okay? Chris literally gets upset and says that he literally is not about to sit up there and waste no time with no woman. He's not about to do it. He's already wasted time. He spent 8 years with a woman and it was a waste. And he's not about to waste time until he knows that it's not a waste of time. And he definitely was emotional. But he's always saying women are emotional. But this male got super emotional, okay? And so at that point, Millie, of course, because you know Millie, she on him like white on rice. Millie is like, why would you sit up there and allow a relationship from 8 years ago or a relationship for 8 years? Why would you allow that relationship to affect your current relationship? Oh, Millie, you need to shut the hell up. Now, at that moment when you said that, girl, I almost dropped my glass. The audacity, sweetheart, for you to say that Chris is allowing his past to affect his present. Baby, if that ain't you and almost everybody else in that house, I don't know. I don't know why you feel like you could do that. Pot, meet, kettle. I was like, Millie, shut up. Just shut the hell up. Okay? So at that point, he sits up there and he's like, whatever, because you know he don't care for Millie. Millie don't care for him. And so at that point, mood polish Aaron whispers in Diamond's ear, but we hear it, of course, and says, ask Sandia how she feel about being controlled by a man. And so Diamond asks the question like the messy couple that they are. Okay. And so at that point, that's when the host says, how does it feel to be controlled by a man? And everybody is like, what the heck? What? Who said that? And Diamond and Mood Polish are over there smirking, staring at each other. And I was like, and y'all wonder why? Y'all wonder why y'all got to cuss out? Because you old and messy. And it's one thing to be young and messy, but when you are literally older and got adult kids and you still messy, oh man, there's a special place for your ass. So at that point, Sandia really can't answer the question. She tries to defend herself, but we know she can never defend herself. And so she's like, he doesn't control me. And, you know, we have our difference of opinion, but he doesn't control me. And so at that point, she says, I do feel like, you know, women can be the lead or take the lead, or, you know, they're equals, because to Shonda, the host says, how do you feel about Chris and his idea of gender roles? Okay. And so, you know, Sandia was like, no, I mean, we have issues with that, but I do feel like women can lead. He smirks and kind of laughs and he says, I don't agree with that. He was like, you know, because women are not good decision makers. Yeah. So the host had to put the questions down and she let him have it. She pretty much said, let me tell you something. If it wasn't for a woman, you wouldn't be here. If it wasn't for a woman, there wouldn't be a lot of decisions done in the household. They turn a house into a home. They truly are the backbone of families. And at the end of the day, you wouldn't be here if it wasn't for a woman. And the whole time that she's talking, he has this smirk on his face. He is looking at her like he's looking through her. Again, who is still trying to say Chris is a man? I told y'all, body language and how you approach things can be just as disrespectful as someone yelling at someone. And that's exactly what he did. He was so disrespectful. And she was like, whatever, you know, house you give us, we make it a home. We do this, we do that. And he said, I got a question. You said that a man, whatever he gives you, this is what you do. So if a man doesn't give it to you, then what do you have? That's pretty much in a nutshell. He says a man has to give it to you. If a man don't give it to you, you have nothing pretty much. Yes, he did say that. So again, who would like to say that Chris is a man? Y'all may not like the fact that Millie screamed at him, but in a lot of places, even men who truly are men will look at Chris like he is a bitch ass. Okay. So at the end of the day, he is showing himself over and over again. He does not respect women. He looks down on them. And I'm thinking, okay, well, if women are bad decision makers, then what do you say about your mother, Chris? Did she make a bad decision in having you? Did she make a bad decision in raising you? Like, do you even realize the shit that you say? This is why I say he has a freaking, like, I don't know how tall Chris is, but we clearly know he got very upset when Millie said that he had a small Peter. And I'm starting to think more and more he really do have a small Peter, because that's the way he acts. The only way that he feels like a man is in what's his bank account and how he treats women, bottom line. So at that point, the host says, women have you. And at the end of the day, we need each other. It's not a situation where we don't need you, but we do need each other. You can't exist without us. You can't. And that's just really what it is. And in my personal opinion, the fact that he sat up there and said he do got a small Peter. Did you see that episode, Lansky? He got a small damn Peter. When she said, You got a eeny weeny teeny weeny shrivel little short man, and she was like, tell me who, I know who told me, or whatever the case may be. You see how he spazzed out and his response was, show me your bank account? That tells me she's not lying. If your response is show me your bank account, I don't think she's lying. Because a man with a slong, a man with a anaconda would have just laughed that off and kept it moving. Trust and believe. So, moving on. As I said 50,000 times before, he don't respect women. And at this point, I don't know who I'm more upset with, Sandia or Chris. Because Sandia is just sitting there tolerating it, but then you want to get mad at Millie for Millie having a backbone and going off on his punk ass, but then sit up there like, once this show is over, these women are not going to be there to defend you and be your mouthpiece. But I don't know. I'm starting to wonder, like, is she, like, low-key, is she a U.S. citizen? Like, is she trying to get married so she can get her, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, is she just a permanent resident? Something ain't right here. But then again, I think KP said, like, this is the norm. So y'all got to let me know. Because I'm like, I think I'm more annoyed with Sandia at this point with how she's acting and allowing him to treat her in that way. She just sits there. She really does. Y'all think they're gonna have? I don't know. I don't know if they're gonna have a season 2. I would like a reunion before they give us a season 2, though. But I think season 2 would be new couples. So to me, it would be like the real world of, you know what I'm saying, like dating. So I need a reunion. I really do. Sandy is another window licker. I thought she needed a green card at first too. Yeah, something ain't right. Something ain't right. I don't know. Some short guys be having a third. Some do, Nene. Trust, I know some do. But that's why I said if he really had an anaconda, a third leg, that wouldn't have been his response. That wouldn't have been his response. Dudes who know they packing, if somebody say they got a small Peter, they don't get that upset. They don't get that emotional. And their response is show me your bank account, because see, he has to have the stacks because he ain't stacked down there. You know what I'm saying? That's my opinion, though. Let me see what you guys are saying. He do. Why? He didn't know it's true. Yeah, it gotta be true. But that's just my opinion. Chris might need to go to Haiti to find a wife. 90 Day Fiance. Yeah, Chris is an ass. I don't know why they waste their time talking to him. Yeah. So, I think, Nene, you was what? Do you feel like now it's out of pocket to call Chris a bitch? I would like to know. Do y'all feel it's still out of pocket to call Chris as many times that we have seen how he acts towards women? Is it wrong to still call him a bitch? I would like to have a vote on that, please. Chris is wild hurt over a relationship 8 years ago. Get over that. Exactly. Yes, hit the like button. Old Aaron cussed me out on Facebook because I asked if he was really, whoa, really, KP? I would like to see a screenshot of that. Girl, if you still have it, by all means, let me know. He another one, too, who emotional as all hell and don't know when to shut the hell up. Look like Future. Who, Lansky? Future need to hire me as a stunt double. Y'all hilarious. Chris watches too many podcasts. Yeah, seriously. Let me see. Shay. So you saying no, it's wrong or it's not wrong, Ms. Well, he did fit her little coat. Exactly. She might need a green card or trying to move her family to the U.S. for a better life. Yeah, it could be. It's been 2 years. I think so too. I'm so tired of this cast windmilling and fighting for their lives. KP to G applied pressure to honky tonk Aaron. No, it's not wrong. Yeah, like my thing is this. I've never called a man a bitch. But we all know that every male is not a man. And some of them that got peen between their legs, they literally got bitch tendencies. It is what it is. So with that being said, Even after Tashonda said all of that, he shook his head, smirked, and was like, what the hell? Like, he doesn't respect. He does not respect women. And then he said in his confessional that Tashonda was out of pocket for what she did. But because she was a woman and she was emotional, he could see why she acted that way. No, you feel like any woman that is not being a robot and kissing your ass, you're going to always feel that way about a woman. You're very dismissive and disrespectful, and that's just the bottom line. And any woman who's willing to deal with you now at this point, they only are probably going into the situation to use you. That's it. So you're never, in my opinion, going to find a woman who truly loves you because of how you act. You don't respect women, so why should they respect you? They just gonna respect your bank account that you always want to brag about. So moving on. So then we have Greg and Millie. And finally, other people was like, Millie, you need to really bring your walls down and let that man in. And he had to let her know, I'm not your previous relationships. I'm not the previous men. Let me be strong for you. And finally, she started to let her guard down. And she has had the biggest smile. That smile that she showed us was the biggest smile I have ever seen Millie have. She usually got her face all scrunched up and everything. But yeah, that was the biggest smile I have ever seen her have. And I was like, is she finally getting it that she needs to calm her ass down? Maybe. Oh, Miss, you 4'11". Something tells me you were definitely the ace. Were you the ace? You got to be the ace. You got to be the ace. If someone was a 4-year-old, but then again, it depends. But yeah, I'm going to assume you were the ace or the deuce, but I say the ace. But anywho, moving on. So yeah, so at that point, she was happy. Yep, I knew it. I knew it. So yeah, she was happy and she finally was like, my man, my man, my man. And especially because he got the birthday finally right. And I was like, thank God. So now, Diamond and Mood Polish are in the hot seat. And baby, baby, whoo. Someone said, are you jealous because the younger couples, are you jealous of them? And honestly, I kind of chuckled at that too, because I don't think it's a jealousy thing at all. I think that it is not a jealousy of the actual couples, but I do think that both of them are individually miserable in their own lives. That's what I do feel like. I think they're both miserable, but at them being jealous of the other couples, yeah, I don't get that from them. But at the end of the day, I can see why they ask that, because they don't know how to mind their own damn business. So they pretty much say that, Diamond, while we hear Aaron all the time talking about how he loves you, Diamond, 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 we have never heard you say that you love Aaron. And she was like, I do say that. Y'all ain't heard me say that I love Aaron. They was like, no. And so Aaron says, well, because you don't hear her because she's always around me. And so door knocker Aaron says, well, if we don't see it, if we don't hear it, pretty much, how can the love be real? And I started laughing because I said, you see how they flipping the stuff that you say and putting it back? Everything that you guys have said is about to be a boomerang back on your asses. So then at that point, Diamond, I guess, gets frustrated. And she's like, I really don't care about anyone's relationship. Shit. Yes, the hell you do, a little too much. So, baby, at that point, now Shay is a Cancer. Shay's a Cancer. And Cancers go from 0 to 1,000, even if it's not something that is necessary, it happens, okay? And literally at this point, Shay goes off. Now, mind you, there was probably a better way and it would have landed even better if she was calm and threw shade in the best way, like kind of door knocker Aaron did. It would have been better if she did it that way. But again, she was in her emotions. She was in her emotions and she like flipped on their asses. Yes, they can be, especially when they don't know how to control their emotions yet. And when they're younger, hell, not even when they're younger, even older ones, sometimes you just be like, what the hell is this coming from? Sometimes you be like, where is this coming from? But again, that's how they are. That's typically how they are. So with that, Shay is pretty much saying, I done spotted y'all frauds out a long time ago. I know who the hell y'all are. And at the end of the day, Diamond says, look, she's still a child. She's still, pretty much childish, pretty much saying, she got trust issues. And Shay is like, look, bitch, I never told you about my trust issues. You don't even know me like that. So pretty much watch your tone, watch your tone. So at that point, everybody goes their separate ways. Mood Polish Aaron tries to calm it down and say it's over. And it's like, no, it's not over because Shay's not done yet. It's not over. It's not over at all whatsoever. So literally at that point, Shay goes upstairs. She wants to speak to her friend. And while her friend could see, I have a friend now, me and my friend who a female cancer friend, we had it hard in our 20s because I'm a Libra. I'm about balance, and cancers aren't about balance like that. They emotions come out of nowhere sometimes. So for me, we had it rough, but then as we've gotten older, we get each other now. But she was definitely that friend who would call me popping off, and I would try to reason with her, like, maybe you need to do this. Nah. And that was Shay. Because even my friend was like, maybe you need to get to know them better. Hell no, I don't need to get to know them better. F them. So next thing you know, she coming out the bathroom. Aaron is antagonizing her, in my opinion, and following her because she like, F you, bitch. And he's like, oh, you make me feel so important. She was like, get the hell away from me. Stop following me. Y'all old, y'all miserable. And then she said that woman is old and got a dry poom poom. Yes, she did. She said she old and she got a dry poom poom. Get the hell away from her. Don't F with me. And of course, this is the first smile we done seen Jody and Aaron, door knocker Aaron, share together, honey. When she said she got a dried up poom poom, I said, well, damn. And that's what it took for Jody and Aaron to laugh together. Baby, hey, it is what it is. Call it the reflection corner. Oh, I ain't even got there at KP. I didn't even get there. So at that point, Aaron, Mood Polish Aaron, go into they junky ass room and pretty much tells Diamond what Shay said. And Shay is like, some people just don't want help from others. You ain't helping them, no. You're not. You're not helping them. And then he was like, and she said you had a dry poom poom. Just pretty much running back to her like a freaking female. She said you had a dry poom poom. And so she's like, I am absolutely done with people in here. And then she says, I'm pretty. She was like, look, I ain't jealous of anybody in here. She was like, but I'm pretty too. Oops. And I said, oh, you trying to throw shade at Shay, trying to call Shay ugly. Interesting. Because let me tell y'all something. I can't stand people because to me, beauty is in the eye of the beholder. Most of the time, if I'm going there with calling somebody ugly, it's because they got an ugly ass spirit. Because at the end of the day, there is someone out there for everyone. But I can't stand when people, especially women, fellow women, literally try to up someone by saying they look better than someone as if that's the end all be all in a situation. Okay, Diamond, yeah, you are pretty. But there are people who feel like Shay is pretty too. And you're pretty, but you ain't married. And you pretty dealing with a man who literally proposed to another woman on Facebook while he was with you. So pretty didn't get you that far, did it? So calm your ass down and humble yourself, sis. Whew. I couldn't believe she said that shit. I was like, oh, you trying to throw shade? I would love to see if you could throw that shade in Shay's face. I would love to see it. I'm proud of young Aaron with that clap back to Mood Polish, for real. Hit the like button on the way in. My son is a Cancer. Male Cancer, I mean, in general, male zodiac sign and female zodiac signs are totally different. All day, every day, I get along with male Cancers. Female Cancers, it just really depends. I can get along with them, or I can completely not get along with them because we just see things differently. You know what I mean? We just do. And a lot of times they react and think based off of their emotions. Cancer females do. But again, Cancer females are different. I'm sure I'll probably meet a Cancer female one day who will throw me off and I won't even think they're a Cancer at all. I think everyone can be different. All Diamond care about is everyone relationship. Exactly. Oh, Shay being a Cancer makes sense. My little sis goes off like that. Right. So you understand, KP, like it they go off and you be like, what the hell is going on? Like, what is going on? And all logic goes out the window when they go there. All logic. It's like it's one of those things where you either can deal with it or you can't deal with it. Chris, I noticed that you started the nail polish Aaron, door knocker Aaron slang. I see other channels using your lingo. Oh, really? Am I shocked about that? I'm not shocked about that. And they probably ain't gave me a shout out. I'm not shocked about that. It is what it is at this point. You know, people don't like to be original. Anywho, my son was an emotional roller coaster when he was younger. Yeah, as they get older, it sometimes gets better. Not for all people, but it does. My one friend is a Cancer. That bitch be crying and cussing people. I'm telling you. Yeah, you can't blindside a Cancer. I think the problem is that the Cancer sometimes blindside us. They blindside us with their emotions. And you be like, what is going on here? She contradicts herself because she talks about how she has trust issues. Yeah, what about when Shay said Diamond couldn't get... That's what I said. She said she had a dry boom boom. Aaron didn't defend her on that either. It's probably dry for real. I guess that's why he like her toes better, I suppose. For real. The way Mood Polish was following Shay around for real. I was like, you better stop antagonizing her before she throws something at your ass. Call it the reflection corner. Say it was inactive. Yes, she did. And I hollered. The only in the house for 12 days. How you trying to save other people? Right. When you got to work on your own. That's what I'm talking about. That's when I knew Diamond and Aaron never liked Shay. They give me the vibes that they talk about everybody in that house. They truly give me vibes that they have judged everyone in that house. They are that couple that will smile in your face and talk so much shit about you. Mind you, this man wears polish with an accent nail. Like, but you're judging everyone else in the house. Girl, you ain't that cute. Diamond is pretty, not gonna lie. I think she's too pretty for Aaron, but she's super annoying. Hey, Diamond got lymphedema and keep her. Oh, KP, what the hell? What? Allegedly. Oh my God. My mom and aunt 7'3" and 7'4". Yeah, I got an aunt and I got a godmom. I got a couple who are Cancers. Interesting enough, though, my godmom does not give me Cancer vibes, but that aunt does. And that's why I don't F with her now, because she all over the place with her emotions. Sorry, y'all trying to cook. Well, I'm shouting you out and we see. Thank you, Lansky. I appreciate you. They on FB talking about Shay's teeth because she sucks her thumb like everyone is in flaw. Okay, so she still sucks her thumb, or she did? Because if you suck your thumb long enough, even when you're a child, your teeth will form that way. They was irking my soul the way his witch was following her. Yeah, seriously. He was purposely trying to antagonize her. Mind you, he's a grown man, and literally Shay is pretty much probably one of his daughter's ages. He was in his early 20s when Shay was born, and he said he had got married at 20 years old. So that was just too much. She on her way to 600 knees. Wow. I'm sorry, I don't like bullies. I feel you. What y'all know about Capricorn? Sometimes y'all could be know-it-alls. Sometimes y'all can be know-it-alls. But Capricorns typically be about their money and stuff too. I notice Capricorns are truly, when it comes to business, they are, but some the bad side, y'all can be a little know-it-all sometimes. I told you she's still sucking that thumb. I'm telling you, y'all going in today. I can't even imagine what y'all gonna do on Love during lockup. So moving on. Yeah, you always say I told you so, Lansky. You and Teeth. Which is not like me and Teeth. Teeth is a Cancer, but Teeth is a man. So me and him get along. And even if we agree to disagree, and you know what I'm saying, we can move on and it's still love at the end of the day. Certain Cancer females, I just haven't had the best experience when it comes to that, except my homegirl. That's been my homegirl for like 20 years though. So moving on. So yeah. So next. We literally have Greg and Millie finally going to the boom boom room, okay? The boom boom room. And I was like, well, get your boom boom on and keep it moving. Maybe that will make you more happy, Millie, is that you finally get a little boom in your life. Same thing with you, Greg. So then they all meet the relationship expert or whatever the case may be. You know what? No, I ain't going to talk about that. That's going to be the last thing I talk about. We're going to talk about Amari. Hold on, y'all. The fur baby want to act up. We're going to talk about Amari, which is Diamond's daughter, okay? Diamond's daughter comes, and Aaron had the nerve to say that Diamond and her daughter are twins. No, the hell they not. They look nothing alike, in my opinion. They just had the same wet and curly hair, and they're both big girls. But I was like, no, they don't. They don't look nothing alike. But moving on. So it seemed like Amari was trying to play like she was the bad cop, and she was trying to make it seem like she wasn't convinced when it came to their relationship. It was all bullshit, because at the end of the day, even after finding out this man got 6 kids and he's been married before, she still approves of his ass. Okay? She still approves. Oh, we ain't putting the fur baby on the mic. We ain't putting the fur baby on the mic. She can't do it. Not today. But yeah, so she approves of the relationship, I guess. But let's move on. So then we get to the relationship experts, okay? And the relationship expert, I'm sorry, I don't know about y'all. Why make he talk about go to the reflection corner? I kid you not. So we have the relationship expert, and she first meets with Josh and Shay. And I'm sorry, there was a little bit too much TMI. Because she talking about when she get upset, her armpits get itchy. And Shay talking about when she get angry, sometimes she need to take a shit. Ma'am, miss, we don't need to know that. Okay? That is not something we need to know. Just say weird things happen when you get angry. I don't need the details of what happens to you when you get angry. It was a little too much. Okay? But then Chris and Sandia have their freaking talk. And I'm over this shit. Like, I'm really, really over the talk with Chris and Sandia. And he keeps mentioning this damn 8-year relationship. So he finally gives us more details on this relationship. And it sounds like to me he was really close to the family. He even claimed her son as his son, which I'm shocked that he actually married a woman who had a kid, just the way that he comes off, but he did. But all of a sudden, let him tell it, she up and left him. I wonder why. She up and left you. So he's still pissed off about this or hurt about this. Let me tell you something. After 8 years in no marriage, I would leave too. Hell, I wouldn't even be with someone like you. But if we get anything close to what you've been doing on this show, I'm shocked it lasted 8 years. Maybe she checked out after 2 years and then used you for money or something, because the fact that she just upped and leave, she clearly couldn't take it anymore. But instead of him trying to look into himself and see maybe what's wrong with him, it seems to me he just wants to blame the woman. All right. So then we get to these damn fools, Jody and Aaron. Whew, this was awkward. It's always awkward when they on here. So Aaron is pretty much trying to say all the right things to keep this going. And as you can see, the look on Jody's face, it's whatever to her. She don't give a shit. She don't give a shit. It is what it is, to the point where even the relationship expert is like, it's like, Aaron, you're dangling out there and you're trying to connect, but no one is willing to connect with you. And she says at that point, she says, Aaron, can you leave, please? Let me speak to Jody by herself. And Joe's like, oh, I guess I'm the bad person. I'm in the hot seat. And so at that point, pretty much the relationship expert is like, oh, why is you here? Why is you here? Like, at the end of the day, what is your purpose of being here? And then, of course, the episode goes off. And that's what we see. And then we're going to see the next episode. It seems like a couple people going to either make it official or get engaged. Child, we need a damn reunion on this, because I need to get updates on these fools. Like, I really do. Because as far as I see it, none of them right now are healthy enough on an individual level to really be in a relationship. But that is my opinion on that. Let me see what you guys are saying, because y'all are going in these comments. Y'all are going in. Capricorns are cool or kind of self-righteous like Virgos. Yeah. They say Caps and Cancer are kind of same sign. I don't know. No, Capricorn and Cancers are opposite of each other. So you guys probably would do well because you guys are total opposites. While Cancers are really emotional, Capricorns are not. So they can probably balance each other out. Shayla to the reflection corner. I think Jody has lights in her shoes to watch for the roaches. She's about to stop. What the hell? Oh, Jesus. Nene, Caps and Virgos are supposedly perfect matches. I don't know. Let's send some money to Jody to get those jellies off her feet. I'm going to play his kids' ages at the lottery. Go fuck me. Y'all are a mess. After I eat, y'all are a mess. Lastly, I think a Virgo and Cap would drive one another crazy because neither one of y'all would ever want to be wrong. Yeah, got a point there. Dating for 8 years is wild. We not exactly. And then he wonder why she left. He wonder why. Like, they don't ever, none of them ever want to look at their own actions. It's insane the type of narcissistic world we live in today. It's giving those 8 years weren't happy. Yeah, because she just bounced and left. Sure did. Yes, Nene is a Taurus. Yes. That's right, Nene. Your birthday is around mine. Yeah, both of you guys are Tauruses. I dated what the hell is that? What is that, a pig? What the hell? Is that a bull? What? I don't know what you done put on there. But a Taurus are cool. Lansky timeout. That's what I said. Did he just show a pig? If we get a reunion, Shay gonna want to fight. She sure is. And here's the crazy part. I think she will win. That's the crazy part. Jody had all those light sketches again. Oh, we can be extremely cutthroat. Oh, yeah. Yes. Too many Tauruses in my life. Totally know that. The 11th grade. Oh, she took my watch. What the hell? Leave us Virgos alone. We are here minding our business and being right. At least, Michelle, you understand. Because trust me, Virgos who be self-righteous, narcissistic, they would be so offended by now with what was just said. But at least you sitting up there seeing it as us just having a casual conversation, child. Pointer finger and 3 come back. Chris, I once met a female who dated someone for 16 years, no ring. I'll be damn. I don't care if that relationship started when we were 16. I'll be damn. It's a bull it's a bull. I don't know what that was. I said a damn pig. I'm cutthroat. So yeah, that was the end of the episode, y'all. That was the end of the episode. We will see what happens. I think this is going to be 9 to 10 episodes. I'm hoping we have a reunion. If we don't, I would see that this was pointless. We all want to see when we have these couple type of shows, we all want a reunion to see where are they now. So they need to have a reunion, especially when this was 2 years ago. not the watch. She said you was wasting her time. Oh, good night, man. It's too bad you're not going to be on here for the Love During Lockup review. So, yeah, that's it, y'all. That is it. That was the end of the episode. Like I said, it was okay. It just, what got my life was pretty much Diamond and Aaron getting what they finally deserve, getting the taste of their own medicine. So, yeah, it is what it is. So, with that being said, you guys, thank you so much for watching my review. Please like, share, and subscribe, and I will see you on my next video. Toodles!